Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Market Pulse. I am Ajit Mahuli, the founder and mentor at Learn Price Action Trading. Let's take a look at what the indices have been doing and are likely to do in the coming week. Nifty printed a new all-time high last week and on Friday. And so when you look at it on the monthly, it's a very strong rally. Now, the more faster and higher it goes without pullback, the more dangerous it becomes to chase a stock. So don't stop chasing the index. Index could be managed since we are in the result season. The action will be stock specific moves that you can capture. Index might remain particularly range bound. Where's the next demand zone on the monthly chart? That's around 17,800. But remember, this is monthly chart. Will take maybe some more time to come here, maybe August or September. Okay, that's the weekly demand zone. No supply, strong uptrending stock. That's the area of demand zone as of now. Let's go to the weekly. Similar thing on the weekly. After the strong rally, we had a gap up which got rejected, and last week we did manage to go up and close above the previous week's high. But if we have a good follow through in the coming week, then this will be a very good area of demand zone for us, and it could pull it further. But there is a good chance that this week could remain volatile. We could make more new highs and also probably close lower by the end of the week. So be cautious about swing positions on the long side in the index. Index only intraday and short-term trading. No shorts allowed. Longs can be done on intraday basis or on the daily chart. So based on the weekly, new swing positions only available here at this area on the weekly chart. That's close to 18,800 and the lower areas. So pretty strong move up market. The momentum is still strong, but this is in a time for momentum trading. Maybe weekly options could be good. But swing bullishness is not advisable because markets can turn anytime. Coming back to the daily, now if you look at the daily chart, the strong move, after that strong move, we are having an issue, having a clear path to the upside or to the downside. So that's a fight that's going on. So after this, all red candles, we managed to close on Friday with a bullish candle, but still we did not go beyond uh, let's say the Thursday's high of 567, though we might gap up also on Monday, 50, 60 points and from 650 to 670, there is a possible afternoon because we are very, very overextend from the next fresh demand zone, which lies all around 18,800. So on confirmation, bigger positions, bigger rewards on the short side. Long sides are only intraday and smaller reward to risk ratios. So what would be the confirmation for us? The moment we probably go below this area, that's about 19,300 and close, we have a big room to move down. Till then, it's going to be a range bound index. If you want to take a look at where you can be a buyer, but if Nifty pulls back, that's the main area of demand zone, which is around 19,300. And the next area of demand zone probably could be somewhere here where prices could come back and move up at least to the current all-time high. So intraday trades are going to be possible at around 19,500 or 19,450. But be cautious about longs. This is not a very good move or a bullish move. It's more of a constrained move that we are seeing, though the higher time frame chart show a lot of bullishness, but no pullback. So caution needs to be exercised. Stay intraday for index and be stock specific as we are moving to a result Q1 results for this financial year. Taking a look at India VIX, again in that same demand zone, moving up and down, could move up anytime or could remain here at lower times. Lower at somewhere little bit between 10.5 to 10 or 9.5. Be cautious. Anytime we can see a jerk move coming out of the India VIX, which will probably pull back the Nifty. But since we are in the result season, I expect Nifty to be in a a range bound movement. We might not see a big crash in the next 2 or 3 weeks or even a bigger move. Once we are towards the end of result season, maybe mid-August, that's where probably the indices will start showing bigger reactions, and we could have our pullbacks for short-term trades. A quick look at Bank Nifty. Now, Bank Nifty has been weaker as compared to Nifty. After that move, we are losing the momentum in Bank Nifty. Now, the big event of the merger is out, and HDFC Bank is going to have a higher weightage on Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. So it might be prudent to take a look at what HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank, the two main big banks, are doing, and probably even the third bank is SBI, and to understand what Bank Nifty is likely to do. Now, we have lost the momentum, though it's an uptrending index on the monthly. The next demand zone that we can see on the monthly is all the way around 42,000. So big room. On the weekly chart, after that move, we did make a new high, but the price got rejected. And last week, Bank Nifty made a low below the prior week. Now, if it has to move down, this is going to be a crucial point for Bank Nifty. If we hold this, we will attempt again to come back, let's say probably to 44,800 or 44,900 on a swing perspective. But if we break this, then there is a good chance that Bank Nifty could slip immediately all the way in the next few weeks to let's say 41,500 to 42,000. But again, this is probably not going to happen immediately unless results surprise and the heavyweight indices like HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, and SBI and other ones which undergo a selling pressure. But the range on the weekly will be somewhere close from 46, let's say 45,800 or 600 to 42,000. On the daily chart, now the daily is an interesting picture. This is a very compressive kind of move which has dipped in all the smaller time frame demand supply, and we came closer to the all-time high, which was breached with not so great candles, though there are gaps. But Bank Nifty got weaker as compared to Nifty, and it started selling off. Now, on the higher side, that's an area of supply, which is a picture of supply on the daily chart. So if this compressive move ends up moving up, the minimum target would be 4,500 and can potentially move up to 45,400 as well. On the downside, these are not really areas of demand. The next best area of demand zone would be somewhere close to 43,800 on the weekly chart. So that's going to be your range from 45,600 all the way to 43,600 on the daily chart. But since this was a compressive move, which is clearly visible on the intraday time frame charts, we are moving up from these areas of demand zone, which has been breached. So there are smaller time frame demand zones there. Now, if index gaps up and moves up on Monday, okay, so this demand has been tested deeply. We don't have to consider this because if it comes back from here, it'll probably breach it easily, and that's the area where some good swing long positions can be taken. But we do also have this area about 44,400, which can offer some movement all the way up to this. And on the intraday time frame, that's the area of supply zone that we need to watch out. So the range on the intraday time frame will be somewhere close to from 45,400 to all the way, let's say 44,400, 1,000 point move. Now, since Friday, end of the day, there was a big move, which could also be a short covering. And that can also lead, and if we gap up beyond, let's say 45,100, we could easily move intraday towards this area of supply. And then it needs to be observed what price does. If it fails to go beyond this and starts coming down, look for new supplies to go short and trade this range. On the wider side, the range will be, let's say, from 45,700 or 600 or 243,500 for the next couple of weeks. Remember, we are in result season, so trading index might not be a good idea for swing positions, but you can definitely trade in now for short term or intraday. But you will get some good swing positions in stocks if you remain stock specific. So careful, though the trend is strong enough, we are very overextended. Uh, Intraday moves can be captured on the long side as well as short side. Wait for more price confirmation before you go into the counter trend trade.